Hello everybody, it's me Jill from Creating with Love. How is everybody? Okay, so I did a lot of ornaments and gift boxes and all that kind of stuff, and my next video is going to be of a pad that I covered with one of the vintage cards that I had from my mom. Well, it was not a vintage card, but it was a copy of it. And so I wanted to work on a junk journal because I am overwhelmed by greeting cards, and some old and some new. So I've been wanting to do junk journals for a while, and I've been so afraid to attempt them. I deleted my first junk journal video, and I'm going to remake them all. This guy will be number 4. This one is going to be Dear Santa. It's going to be named Dear Santa. And I'm not done with him. I built up the whole spine by myself. Okay. And the two other there's two other junk journals that I built up the whole spine to. And I'll show you them one by one. But these videos will be of one journal a video, because these junk journals are, I don't know if they're beautiful or not, but hey, in case you're wondering, this is the spine on the inside of the spine here that is going to house the three, the 3 signatures that I'm going to be putting in here. I got that from Outpost, I believe she's called. She's a wonderful teacher. And she took us step by step on how to make these. But it was in a book cover, but I made my own book cover. I made my own book, okay? So anyways, this is a book that I redid. I tore the guts out of it. I'll show you in a different video. I wanted to make one for Jesus. And this is my very first junk journal, which will have another video. But because this is Christmas, I'm going to video my very first junk journal after Christmas, or upload it after Christmas. But tonight we're going to concentrate on BRR. This is what it's called, BRR. It's cold outside. So this is my this one is my second junk journal that I made, and it took me about a week to make, and I really like it. And this is the back of it. And I had some beautiful ribbon, some gorgeous ribbon that I had for about 3 years now. And I didn't know what to do with it. So I had bought some fabric glue. And I just glued it on the back here. And as you can see, yes, the signatures are tied right into the back of the journal. Okay. This, don't forget, this is my second junk journal. Okay. So anyways, then I learned how to make the inside spines of the journals. Is what I first showed you with this one. I learned how to make this. And I'm thinking, boy, that's obvious. Why didn't I think of that in the first place, instead of trying to figure out how to get them all even? So anyways, I used a lot of greeting cards, which I had said I have an abundance of, okay? And I fussy cut these guys out. I got about 2 of these guys. And this is from my Safe Freeze paper pad from Michael's. It was a hot buy. I think I got this at $3.99 for that. So when you flip it over here, I mean, you just put anything you want into it. I just wanted to put all my Christmas paper and my papers that I had. This is from the scrap pack I had bought at AC Moore. And this is a coloring doodle thing. And on the back you can journal. And you can journal all in through here. And then I made a little card, a little journaling card out of a paper bag. And I'll show you a paper bag to show you that I'm using. I've got so many paper bags, guys. These are shopping bags that we get from our stores now. We cannot, in our state, our plastic bags were banned. So, you know, so we're using, and we're being charged 10 cents per paper bag, which it's not supposed to be taxed. But the stores are charging us anyway. But that's all right, because I have some nice paper I'm working with, some craft paper. So, I'm going to move the light to see if you can get better. There you go. You got better lighting. Okay, so you open the card. And I'm going to have to go faster because I'm already at 6 minutes. Okay. So this is a journal card, front and back. You can use the whole inside to journal, and then the back. Now you can use this, and I made a band to go across to hold the journal and cards in. But you can also use this journal for Christmas, okay? And then the front page. I didn't want to put anything on the front page. This is made up of, and let me try to show you, only 2 signatures. Do you see that in there? Only 2 signatures, because remember, I am trying to learn how to make junk journals. Hoping I'm doing okay as I flip through this with you, okay? So, we go to the second page. And I made a pocket over here, and I used many pieces of the Safe Freeze paper pad plus other pieces of paper. But I used mostly this paper pad, I think. So I made another journaling card. Over here you can journal, right here. You know, you can use all these pieces of paper to journal, and then you have tags to journal on. So this right here is from a calendar. So I just cut out all the lines and I pasted it on the back of a, you know, I cut out a piece of paper that resembles a tag and pasted this on the back and put a ribbon on it. And there you have, voila, you have another journaling spot. You can also journal in here if you want. And then another journaling card right here. So I did the same thing. I took, and this one was from a different paper pad. I think it was North Pole News, or no, it was a cabin, Christmas cabin. Yep, Christmas cabin. So so I made 2 large tags to journal on, and then you can journal in the back here. And then here's that cute little truck everybody's talking about and going nuts over. And I do think it's adorable, but you know, I wanted to use the image. Then you have, when you turn it, it's on a piece of plaid paper. And then I bought a paper pack at Hobby Lobby, which had some Christmas papers in it, but it had a lot of seasonal papers in it. And then you flip it and you can journal here. You see how that goes? And then you have another little piece of paper, which I cut down littler. And then you flip it and you can journal here. And then here is a greeting card with that piece of another piece of paper from the Hobby Lobby pack. And when I did the greeting card, I fussy cut him out and I made him into a tuck spot, which means you glue the corners of the tuck spot, like here. You glue the side here and then a corner and a side here. So then I took pieces of ephemera from different pieces, from different of my, you know, the different paper pads I have. And I think this one was from the North Pole Gazette. And then you can, you know, you can use the fronts and the backs to journal on your different experiences for winter. And then you flip again. And here is another piece of paper you can journal on. And here is a piece of vellum that I got from Hobby Lobby. And it's really pretty. You can kind of see through it. As you can see, the little snowman. And so just for decoration, I took 2 pieces of cardstock. And this one was a piece of ephemera. And this one, I just traced it and matched them up on the vellum. And then this was from the Hobby Lobby pack. I had about 5 pieces of winter paper in there. And then you flip it and you get some, you know, more journaling spot. Now, this is not aged because I wanted this one to be fresh looking because of the colors of winter sometimes. You know, with the peppermints and all that. And the greens and the pinks. But I did want some paper bag coloring. I don't know. I am attracted to craft color now. So we're going to keep going. This is kind of country, kind of not. I had stamped him a long time ago, and I fussy cut him out, and I just never knew what to do with him. So I cut out another piece of card, and this card is on the, this card is part of, let me see, him, okay? So this card is the inside of that other piece of card you saw. And then I stuck him on here just to make another little journaling spot. You can journal here and through here, anywhere you want. Then I had a doily from the Dollar Tree, and I fussy cut out a little snowman. Then I'm trying to see how far along in time I am. Then this is just a piece of paper you can just skip. And I put one of the pieces of ephemera cards on here, ephemera tags. And I put a ribbon on here that I had bought about 2 years ago with the snowman ribbon. And this is obviously about snowmen. So I hope you guys like it. Then I stuck a little bit of burr here, you know, this piece of ephemera. And I attached some lace. I attached some lace edging, and then I made another tag, as you can see. And this is another page from Say Freeze. And I think this is too, but this is a deep pocket. And this, my dears, is the paper bag I was talking about. I made pages out of it. Okay, so I have craft cardstock, but this is a little thinner than craft and more pliable than craft cardstock. And hey, why not? I have so many paper bags, it's not funny. So I'm like, well, I need to just use them in junk journals, because what the hey, it's a junk journal. You can use a lot of junk in it. So this is an envelope from that card before. And then I made a couple of, you know, I stuck a couple of pieces of cardstock scrap in the pockets where I snipped it off here. And in the middle, it's sewn in. And then I put a few pieces of paper here, notebook paper. And then you can journal all the way on this. You can even journal on the cloud here. Wherever you want to journal, you can journal in this journal. You can journal here, and then you open it up and you have cute snowmen there. Then you keep going. You got a little notepad in the middle. Okay. And then the other end of that, you know, see, here's that other snowman that obviously this is themed with snowmen. But it's that envelope that goes to the card that I showed you. I made a little tuck spot with that snowman. And here's another journal card I made. And here's another coloring journal card you can do. And then I made another journal card. And I just cut out a circle, fussy cut these guys, and plastered joy. And on the back you can write. Plastered. Glued. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm not talking right. I'm nervous because I don't want to run over time. So, I think we're at 15 minutes, so that's good. Okay, so then you can just keep turning the pages. You have another page here that is fully, this is cardstock, and this is from that Save Freeze. This is from Save Freeze, but you can journal on this side, and here's your other side of the doily with another snowman on there. I hope you guys like this, okay? And then you keep flipping the pages. You can segment this off into, this could be segmented off into different subjects or whatever you want to do. And then you can journal here on this side of this paper. Obviously, I made a mistake and put a little tape here when I was trying to sew them in, and it's sticking. So, you know, this, you know, it's my second journal. So here's the other piece of that paper. It was a 12 by 12 from the Hobby Lobby. And then another piece of vellum. It's the other side of it. And then here's another card that I cut down and just pasted onto a piece of cardstock. And then they're singing, "We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Glad tidings to you. Glad tidings we bring to you and your kin. Glad tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year." And so we keep flipping. And here's another journal spot. This has plenty of journal spots. Okay, guys? And then we have another tuck spot over here, which I made a journaling card. And I placed one of the little snowmen with my edge and scissors. I just cut them out that way. And I folded a long piece of cardstock like that. And I made it into a 3 by 3 card. And then I took out of that paper pack, that scrap paper pack, and I glued here and here. And I made a tuck spot. And this could be journaling on the front and the back, depending on where you want to journal. But you can journal all through here too. Which I think I am going to use this. This is, you can use this through the whole winter, but it does have Christmas in it. Christmas, you know, stuff, sayings. And on the back of this is from the Hobby Lobby. These snowmen look like wood, and they're adorable. So, and here's the other side of the plaid, and then all the white spots you see is journal spots. So I'm not going to keep saying it. That's what I'm going to tell you. They're all journal spots. So I put out of there Peace and Joy out of the paper pack. And here's the other side. And this is the other signature we're starting. So I put vellum on the outside of this signature. As you can see, when you flip it, you can see through it. I forgot to decorate that one. And then here's another piece of that paper from the Hobby Lobby pack. And then you go here, and this has 3 journaling cards I cut into, what are these called? And then another journaling card that comes out of the Christmas pack, okay? And you could use front and back. So I'm not going to put them back in here because I am going to be running out of time. So this is a pocket, and you can journal back here too. All the blank spots you can journal in. Plenty of room to write, guys. And you keep flipping. Isn't that pretty? I really loved these colors, and I loved working with it, and I was very excited. Now, this is, I forgot what this was. Okay, this is an envelope. This was a card envelope, and I pasted it onto something else, and as we flip through, you'll see. So I made a pocket out of it, and here's some more journaling cards. Isn't that adorable? This comes out of the Let's Say Freeze, and this one comes out of a 6 by 6. I just want to show you a piece of 6 by 6 paper can fit in there. As long as you trim it down a little bit. But the width can fit into some of the cards. And then you flip it. And then this comes from the paper pack from Hobby Lobby. That costed me $3. This is the old time paper pack. And then here's another greeting card. And you flip and you got another tuck spot from right here. See? Little tuck spot right there. I got to keep going this way. So we have a little tuck spot and then another journal card. And then another doily with another little dude on it. Little snowman. Another little snowman. Some of these are from the cabin one, and some of these are from the Save Freeze. I fussy cut out the mug and made a banner. And this is a tuck spot right here, which you can flip up and right on too. Okay. And then home for the holidays banner up there. And once again, my paper bag. But I shortened the paper bag and I made, you know, I doubled this paper bag over, and then I made another pocket here for more journaling cards. So this one has plenty of journaling spots, I'm telling you. And then another card. Okay, so this is a duplicate of a card on the front. And then I used part of the card to make a, you know, like a belt, so it could hold some more tags I made and journaling cards. And this came out of a calendar, and I just backed it up on a piece of the paper from the journaling thing. And you could put notes and then journal on the back. Okay, those three stay there. And then we're going to flip journal spot, I'm flipping journal spot, keep flipping, and more paper that I put in it. Make yourself a little paper pad. More journal spots, more journal spots. Now I made another tuck with a tag. This is a tag from the Dollar Tree, and I just glued him right through here on this side, and then put some tags and a piece of paper in there. You want to doodle and color, you can doodle and color. And then this is another part of that card. I used it as a couple of pieces of paper, you know what I mean, as pages. Then I made a pocket down here, and I put 4 journaling cards in here. And this one is, this one's folded over. I made that. And then I rounded the edges on this one. And then I rounded part of the edges on this one. And then this one I just cut out. I didn't put a tag part in it. So these are all blank on the other side so that you can write whatever you want. And plaid with the paper bag, another doily. I did not decorate the doily as it was getting too thick and I was worried it wouldn't close. And then this is another card in here, and it says wishing you joy this holiday season. Okay, and then I backed it up with one of those old-time pieces of paper that I got from a Hobby Lobby. And then here's a long pocket that I made here. Okay, with some of this. I'm sorry, I got indigestion. And I put a little snowman on it. And I used the craft paper, and I made this is from a gift bag. I just cut a piece out of it and pasted it to cardstock, and I made a little card that I could journal with, and just cut out some journal pieces of cards from these 2 paper packs that I used. And this is from the scrap pack. Just using it as a journal card. And just a piece of paper to use as a journal card. So, you see what I did here. And then another couple of pieces of paper. Just squared it out. And I didn't put any ribbons. I was debating on putting ribbons in them. And then I decided against it because it was just getting too fat. So you got plenty of room to write in this thing. And then another burr. And then another, this is not a tuck spot, but this is part of the envelope from that card. And all you do is flip it over. And I took and fussy cut the tree out and put it on the inside. And you keep going. And this is a small paper pad that I had put together for this, for journaling. And then Let It Snow, piece of ephemera, piece of paper. And this is just a red piece of cardstock that when I bought a certain amount of money, a certain amount of stuff, they gave me free 4 free packs of red paper stock. So it was Michael's. That was last year. And then here's more of the snowmen. And then the other piece of the vellum, and it says Snow Blessed. Isn't that cute? And then on the other side is a little snowman holding a piece of mistletoe over his little girl that he likes. And then this is another card that I use. This is my way, and that's the end right there. But this is my way, guys, of using up those hundreds and hundreds, and I'm talking hundreds of cards that I had gotten. People are like my mom. She'll go to the post office and people will leave the cards on the counter that they don't want, and she just hands them to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with all these? Well, I run across a few stations. Gail Agostolini, I said the wrong name, didn't I? And the Paper Outpost, and Diane H. that makes junk journals, and I've been following them, and I'm so inspired. I'm using ribbons that I've held on to for years, and new papers, and using paper. This paper pack was brand new, and I used half of it, guys. Half of it. So I'm very happy to have done that. So now, I hope you like that. This is my second junk journal. I'm going to show my third junk journal in the next video. I want to show my first junk journal after Christmas. And then when I'm done with Santa, you know, I'm going to try and get all these done before the new year, especially the Santa one. And I'm still going to show it even after Christmas. So guys, I'm hoping you liked this journal. I don't know, I'm venturing into new paper crafts and I'm having fun. Okay, so if you liked this video, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, yay, and support me. Your comments and your suggestions help me very much. Hit the bell for notifications for when I upload new videos. You will get a notification. There are links below. Kind of read them, guys. It's okay. And I pray peace and love and prosperity to all of you during this Christmas season. Merry Christmas to everyone. And happy birthday, Jesus. All these things I pray in the name of Jesus. God bless you all, everyone. And keep creating with love. Yay!